Fig fam, you know I love the Legends line, and today we got a first look unboxing of the new Target exclusive Ultimate Edition Legends Undertaker. All right, guys, today on the channel, we are unboxing this new WWE Ultimate Edition Undertaker from the Target exclusive Legends line. This is his second Ultimate Edition figure in the Legends line, so we're going to see what it's all about. Phantom of the Opera Undertaker, and I got to say thank you to my friends over at Mattel Creations, and Action Figure Attack Steve Ozer for allowing me this first look. So come with me and join me. We're going to really see what this figure is all about. Now, this isn't The Undertaker's first WWE Legends Ultimate, because just a few releases back, we got this one, right? Right before Hollywood Hulk Hogan, before Shawn Michaels, before Dusty Rhodes, we got this, and honestly, it's a damn near perfect Undertaker. However, this is not the era of Undertaker that I grew up on, adored, and loved. The one I grew up on is that purple gloves, the purple tie, you know, reminiscent of Superstar Series 1 and 2 from the BCA line. And that figure had a release in the original Elite line as well as the Lost Legends line right here. All right. Comes with the Phantom mask, the cloth goods tie, hat, but rubber goods jacket. This thing did not move. If you want to display with the jacket, his arms were looking like Ralphie's brother in Christmas Story, out to the side. Right? Then, in the regular Elite Legends line, also exclusive to Target, we got this Series 9 Undertaker. Now, he has the tattoos, he has the hat, interchangeable hands, cloth goods tie, cloth goods duster, as well as a removable Phantom mask, just like the Lost Legends and original Elite. Now, what sets this apart from the Ultimate is not just the articulation, but the inclusion of the new head sculpts, featuring the mask molded on, which is what I'm most excited about. Now, we've seen quite a few photos of this over time, and a lot of people are commenting on the same things. They're saying the hat is wrong, it's too big, it doesn't look good, all this stuff. Me, in package, I think it looks damn good. Now, before we open it up, check that out. Look at the sculpts. I think all of them look great. I love the hair in front of the face. On the non-masked one, you got the removable mask down there that has purple accenting, which if you guys follow the channel, you know that I love the color purple. So I automatically give that some points. On the back, it has a shot of the Undertaker, not wearing like the exact thing, but yeah, it's close enough. 6 feet 10 inches from Death Valley, Tombstone, WWE Champion, and Hall of Fame inductee. It says Undertaker built his career by digging holes and taking souls. And at Survivor Series 1995, he debuted one of his most memorable and menacing looks. Now with a ghoulish mask, the Dead Man eliminated 3 opponents in quick succession before sending his heated rival Mabel running for the back, and knowing he too would soon rest in peace. And we have a shot of the figure doing that iconic, very Shakespeare-esque kneel and throwing the hand up. But it's enough talking about this. There's a nice shot of it on the side. I love the mask outlined in the yellow, so you know that it's Legends. But we're going to rip into this bad boy because I am excited to talk about this one. So we are slicing that seal. Case fresh style. All right. And we're going to let this man, this dead man, out of his casket. But before we do, we got to talk about the Easter eggs, right? And on the bottom, it says, the Dead Man. Look at that. And on the other side, I'm not even going to look, but I'm guessing it says rest in peace. And it does. Rest in peace. If you're unaware, at the top and bottom of every Ultimate, it has little Easter eggs of different quotes and things like that that pertain to the figure itself, which I think is always fun. Now, he comes with those signature Undertaker hands, which I feel like you have to use with this figure, right? The purple gloved hands for that pose that is demonstrated on the back of the package. Here we have his cloth goods tie, which I think looks better than the Legends Elite. Let me see. It does. I think the color is perfect on this one. All right, and we got his duster here, which also has the purple pockets. It is heavy duty, like very like canvasy. The lapels are there. Very nicely done. As you can see, these pockets do move, but there's nothing in there. There's not an actual pocket there. We have the controversial hat, which I'll be honest, in hand, like just holding it right here, the top of it, it does look kind of larger, but I feel like his hat was large. Time will tell once we put it on the figure's head. Here we have the removable Phantom of the Opera style mask, which is very, very thin. All right, so I'm wondering how that's going to fare with the unmasked head, if we can like slide it and fixate it underneath the hair here, which I assume we'll be able to. Let's see. Let's try right now. I am blown away at how well that fits his head and holds there. And I don't think you guys can understand at home until you have this in hand at how flimsy and thin this is. I was in my head positive there was no chance this was going to stay on his face. And this thing is like perfect. It is perfectly molded to the face. It honestly looks like it's actually molded on top of the head sculpt. So blown away by that, the effectiveness of that. We have another head here with the mask fixated on there. I'll move the hair out of the way so you can see. I think it looks great. Looks like the dead man. You got the eye makeup there for him. And now we'll take him out. And his arm stayed in. Oh no. Oh yes, Undertaker. All right, there he is. All right. Honestly, so far, I am really digging this figure. Check out the top of its head. I don't know if that's intentional. Like, it looks like there's almost like his roots are showing in. But they're all like that. Like the lighter hair at the top. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that on an Undertaker figure. So, up close and personal, I mean, this thing looks and feels massive, but it has easy articulation. The top torso, you can see right over the butterfly joints, they have glued on the shoulders of his shirt so that you can get the proper movement, but also have the correct look. He's got his elbow pad. He's got his purple gloves. He's got his purple boot covers. Look, and they have the studs on each side. The detailing in the tights is typical to what we're used to, but the torso, I mean, it looks great. It looks very good. The tattoos look pretty solid as well. I want to take this hand off and see if we could take this. Yep. And there's even tattoos underneath where the rim of the glove is. So, holy crap, man. So far I'm digging it. Now I will tell you this. I saw a few people, not many, but a few people commenting on it and stuff like that. And they all seem to have the same complaints about it. I didn't see anything wrong with this thing from pictures. And in hand, this might be my favorite Undertaker Ultimate. I wasn't crazy about the original one, right? It was good. It was good. It was just like, again, it's not my era of Undertaker. So this is exactly what I wanted. We got the gobbledygooker one, obviously, which we have loose, but there wasn't as much options with it. This, I feel like you have endless options. So let's take his head off. I'm going to put this head on. Looks a little bit more maniacal, I would say. The posing seems like it's going to be very, very easy. The joints are loose, but not too loose. And if you follow the channel, you know that that's my biggest thing with these. Like, I don't want them to be too loose. So let's throw these hands on. Gonna bend his arms. We'll put the other hand on here. pretty cool. Now, it's not perfect to pose because obviously we're doing a reviewing of everything like this, but this is probably how I'm going to pose him, with that style of pose. But it's time to put the cloth goods on. We got to do the cloth goods and see what this whole thing is about. So I think to properly do it, we got to take these hands back off. Got to take the head back off because I want to put the tie on. And honestly, I think I'm going to put the unmasked head on so we can really see how it all looks with the ensemble. So there it is. I will probably never take this tie off just because I always thought the tie was such a cool touch. And I like how it's properly done where the back end of the tie is coming out the side. Looks great. Looks great. All right, so let's put this on. Every time I do this with a figure, I always feel like I'm getting a kid ready for school. It's like, all right, buddy, right arm now. Right arm. All right. Unfreaking real, dude. I sweat this figure. We did the Cody Rhodes yesterday, and man, that thing was incredible. Mattel is coming with the heat this year. They really are. Put the hands in. I want to put the mask on. Now, when you put the mask on underneath the hair is going to kind of stick forward a little bit. But my assumption is when I put this hat on, it's going to help it. So there is a front and a rear to the hat, as you can see. Guys, this figure is sick. I don't understand the hate. I really don't. To me, when I'm talking ultimate Undertaker, I feel like this is ultimate. I would love a Ministry of Darkness one, but this is like my number one in terms of takers, man. Like this is my childhood right here. So maybe that plays a part. The arms out to the... Dude, look at this thing. I'm literally speechless because I saw a lot of the comments, like I said, and I'm thinking, man, like I must be wrong. I must be crazy. This thing doesn't look like it's going to be very good. I think it's great. The last Undertaker Ultimate was great, but again, it wasn't my era. It wasn't the Undertaker that I loved as a kid. This, though, this brings me back, and I've always favored the purple. And I'll be honest, man, all of these heads are incredible. I think they all look great. It literally looks like Mark Calloway when he had on that Phantom of the Opera mask. And look how perfectly it fits into the hairline. Look at the stare, the snarl. I am here for this figure. I had the hair come out over the jacket, which I think is the right way to go, but I guess you could also have it in. I am here for this. So there's a lot of rumors that we're going to be getting some other Undertakers coming soon. So I can't spoil anything, but got a good source that it's coming. So this one, though, is supposed to be dropping in October. The pre-orders have sold out on Target.com. However, I do know these will be plentiful in stores. So check them out in the fall, October 2025. This Undertaker will be in stores. I believe DX Shawn is supposed to be coming out this month, to kind of match that fan takeover Triple H. But easy for me to not get excited about that one. That's not my era of DX, but this Undertaker is my era. So I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think you will be picking this one up? I honestly am not sure I can find much wrong here, other than I would say I think it would be nice if we got some additional hands besides C-grips and the posing hands, because I think wider C-grips would be good for choke slams, maybe some fists. It is an ultimate. However, you're also getting two cloth goods pieces of the tie and the jacket, as well as the rubber wrist gauntlets, the shoe covers, the rubber hat, the mask. There is a lot of stuff in this figure, so I can understand why they might have left out some of the hands. So comment below. Let me know what you think of this one. Will you be picking it up? Did you pre-order it? Because I'll be completely honest, when I got this from Mattel, I thought that I pre-ordered this, and then I remembered I posted the link, but I was late, and then I didn't order one for myself. So I'm stoked they sent this to me. Thank you, Mattel, Mattel Creations, Action Figure Attack. You guys are awesome. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at FigHeal. Twitter is at TheFigHeal. Pick up the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia 2025 edition, available now on HealBooks.com. And make sure you join Whatnot at WhatHeal.com, and you will get $15 off your first purchase. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Rest in peace. Are you a wrestling figure collector of WWE, Mattel, AEW, Jazzwares, and everything in between? Then you need FigHeal's Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia, the modern edition covering all releases from 2010 to present day. Featuring over 7,000 photos of action figures from the hottest brands, including independent toy makers. Keep track of what you have, want, and need, including loose, mock, and overall collection value. With figure photography by Matthew Goldberg, the Wrestling Figure Encyclopedia is a must-have for collectors. Full-color paperback and hardcover editions available now at HealBooks.com. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at FigHeal. Pick up my book series on Amazon and my merchandise on ProWrestlingTees.com/FigHeal. Join my official sponsor, Whatnot, at WhatHeal.com and receive $15 off your first purchase.